What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to check out some awesome battles for the Little Jungle Cup that got this battler to legend. Skarmory, Scrafty, and Vigoroth right there. Vigoroth being utilized as the safe swap. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team and these battles, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, getting into this first battle here, we have Skarmory on the lead versus Shadow Swinub. That is a bad matchup. They're going to have to swap out right away, and we do see the Vigoroth now come in and starting to get ahead on energy. We do see a Wooper now come in as well, so Body Slam spam does really well in this neutral matchup, and they could potentially flip it as well, which is going to be huge for them, especially since they decided not to shield. They can easily double shield and fully counter down this Wooper to flip this game around, but they're going to go ahead and no shield the first charge move. Body Slam, I think that was Body Slam, does come through for some nice neutral damage, and I think they might be able to shield it. No, they're gonna let it go. All right, they're gonna let it go. They're gonna come back in with the shadow or the shiny Skarmory here actually, and look to farm down. Yeah, they're gonna come back in with Skarmory here. Look to farm down as Body Slam is going to be resisted and Mud Shots really aren't doing too much damage. They're looking to save double shields in the back for Scrafty potentially right here. So Skarmory does farm down. We will see that Swinub most likely come back in. And they are able to get to the Sky Attack as well. This is going to put huge pressure to get shield advantage for them. And then we might see that swap straight into Scrafty. Yeah, here it comes. Scrafty starting to get ahead on energy as well. Here comes a Body Slam from the Swinub. Actually, it might be an Icy Wind. It does have a decent amount of energy. But no, it's just going to be a Body Slam right there. And the final Pokemon is going to be a Skrelp. So Skrelp is going to be taking neutral damage from foul plays as well. So let's see if this does land. It lands for a ton of neutral damage right there. So they can easily shield this Aqua Tail right here and fully farm down. And that Swinub in the back is not going to like this Scrafty sweep right here. So Scrafty coming in clutch here in the late game. Counter's just doing so much damage, and they are able to force a shield as well with this power-up punch, as it will be doing super effective damage. No, they decided to just let it go. It was game over. So good game, very well played. Lost lead, able to turn it around with a Scrafty close. All right, moving to this next battle, we have Skarmory on the lead versus Ducklet. Okay, ideal to see the Ducklet on the lead, but we do see a Vigoroth now come in, so we are going to see the Scrafty come into this matchup. Now, both of them are doing super effective damage to each other because of dark and normal typing, but Scrafty has access to Power Up Punch, which will do super effective damage, and he's going to go ahead and commit to the full farm down as well, and they have loaded energy, so this foul play is going to do a lot to the Ducklet. But with the Ducklet advantage right here is that they're going to be able to come in and farm down for a decent amount of energy, but they do shield as well. So even shields, able to keep switch advantage right here, and we'll have to see what that final Pokemon is going to be, but Skarmory is looking very strong against the Ducklet right here, as only Bubble Beam is going to be doing neutral damage in this matchup. Now, Bubble Beam does come through, and we're probably going to see a swap out from the Ducklet at some point, or they're just going to keep going for Bubble Beams, and that might be a tell for whatever's in the back. It could be something like a Cottony. So let's see. They do get a shield as well. It's definitely a big tell that something in the back is weak to Skarmory and not able to get to the Sky Attack in time. So let's see if they decide to shield the Bubble Beam. No, they're going to let it go. And are they going to swap out? No, they're going to go ahead and just go straight for the Sky Attack. It's going to be very risky. Let's see what that final Pokemon is going to be. Ducklet doesn't go down, but they are able to swap into Vigoroth, and it's actually going to be a Wooper in the back. So the Vigoroth now, because they're ahead on energy, they should be able to get to 2 Body Slams relatively easily before these the Wooper here gets to multiple charge moves to not only force the shield here from the Vigoroth, but take it out as well. So, oh man, those Body Slams do so much damage, and Wooper with Mud Shot as the fast move gains energy extremely quickly. Vigoroth is going to go ahead and shield, and can they fully counter down in time? Yes, they can. They have a Body Slam ready to go for the Ducklet, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Really smooth one right there. Kind of straightforward as we saw, but it was great to see Scrafty versus the Vigoroth in the mid game. All right, moving to this next battle, we have Skarmory on the lead versus Stunfisk. Obviously a terrible matchup, but they have 2 good answers in the back. Here comes the first one, that being Vigoroth, and they stayed in a bit too long, and Skrelp decides to come in. We saw how much damage Body Slam did before, and Vigoroth is absolutely loaded right now, so they can easily flip this mid-game matchup to their advantage for the Scrafty to line up against the Galarian Stunfisk. Now, they're going to go ahead and shield as well. Like I said, they're quite ahead on energy, and they can potentially flip this game around. Here comes the next Body Slam. This is going to be very close, as this may not do enough neutral damage to take it out before they get to another Aqua Tail. No, they do get double shield. Hopefully they can win the race to the next charge move, and they can. So they're able to flip the mid-game around, getting both shields, and this Body Slam, I think, should do enough damage. But let's see how this is, if it lands, and there's a lot of messages coming through. Oh, geez. Okay, so we do see Skarmory now come in. So they are behind on energy when it comes to the mirror fight, but they do have shield advantage, and they can... Oh, man, it's going to be so satisfying to see the Scrafty on the Galarian Stunfisk when it does come in. Here comes a charge move. Might be a Brave Bird. Let's see. It is going to be the Brave Bird. That does so much damage. Galarian Stunfisk comes in, but Scrafty is there to clean it up. Here comes the Muddy Water, I'm going to guess. A lot of Galarian Stunfisks are running Muddy Water, yeah, for neutral damage. It has a good amount of coverage on the meta as well, so you don't necessarily have to run with Earthquake. You can go Rock Slide and Muddy Water, but Scrafty doesn't really need to worry about it. They can just fully counter down and go for the foul play here. Versus the Skarmory, and that is going to be a good game, very well played. Alright, moving into this next battle, we have Skarmory on Ducklet again. So again, somewhat of a neutral matchup. This is actually going to be a Water Gun Ducklet this time, looking to do more damage versus some of the ground Pokemon we see and the fire Pokemon we see in the meta, such as Fletchinder and Swinub. And they're going to go ahead and no-shield that Bubble Beam. Even though it does a little bit of damage, adding it together with the water guns right here, you can see the health of Skarmory just disappear. Now they got to come in with Vigoroth right here and hope to get to a Body Slam in time. This is going to put a lot of pressure on the Ducklet to shield, as this just does so much neutral damage in the Little Jungle Cup meta, and it lands as well. So Ducklet is able to get to the charge move though, just being able to survive the last Body Slam right there, and they do land the Bubble Beam. Now we do see a Skarmory come in. So they're going to go ahead and go for Brick Break. This does neutral damage, right? The Steel Flying typing right here. And because Vigoroth is ahead on energy, they should be able to get to one more before they go down to... No, they don't. That is very unfortunate. But hopefully Skarmory is the only counter to a Scrafty in the back. They are loaded on energy as well. So this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. They're going to go ahead and shield as well, which means they want to take out the Skarmory with their own Skarmory in this mirror fight and look to close this game out with Scrafty if they can. Let's see, they do get to the Sky Attack in time as well. This is going to take out the opposing Skarmory unless they decide to shield. No, they decide to let it go. They're spamming the click move, and it's a Swinub in the back. Gonna get absolutely destroyed by the Scrafty right here. So Scrafty putting on a clinic for this backline. Getting the shield as well, and obviously Power Up Punch does give the boost. So they're probably just going to go ahead and shield this Body Slam. Yeah, it is going to be the Body Slam and farm down with counter, and the Ducklet as well, even though it will be resisting, is going to get absolutely destroyed, and that is going to be a good game, very well played. Alright, moving into this next battle, we have Skarmory on the lead versus Ducklet as well. So multiple Ducklet leads right here at the legend rank, basically right at 3,000, which is very interesting to see. Now we'll have to see what is going to be in the back, but obviously with the Ducklet lead, something in the back might be weak to counter, which means the Scrafty Vigoroth matchup is probably very positive versus the backline like we've seen in previous matches. Now the Ducklet decides to no shield that, and we see a simultaneous swap into Swinub and Vigoroth. This is obviously very advantageous for the Vigoroth because of counter and Body Slam spam, so they do get a shield as well. And the Swinub is looking to just put as much pressure as they can, but Vigoroth might be able to fully farm down. And it is going to be an Icy Wind, which means the Swinub might be able to get to a Body Slam in time. Let's see, they decide, yeah, they do get to a Body Slam in time. This might force another shield here from Vigoroth, which it does. That's great for the Swinub, able to take shield advantage in the mid-game. Ducklet is still relatively low, so 2 Body Slams should be enough to take it out, even though there was an Icy Wind. And let's see, it's going to be a Cottony in the back. Oh, thank goodness we saw this Cottony come out right now. Obviously, being able to line up Skarmory versus it is very advantageous here for the battler. And thankfully, Vigoroth can do neutral damage with these Body Slam spams. So you guys can see how this game is going to go. Cottony's going to be able to farm down, but the Skarmory is going to come in, and we will probably see a swap now into Ducklet. which is going to be very tough because if Ducklet can get an Aerial Ace off or a Brave Bird, this is going to be very unfortunate. If this is Aerial Ace, it might do enough super effective damage. No, it's just a Bubble Beam. Oh, that is so unfortunate. They're going to go ahead and go for the Power-Up Punch right here. This does resist the damage because of the flying typing, but giving a little boost as well, so that counters do more damage versus Cottony. But Cottony's going to be able to farm down with 2 charms right there. It could have some loaded energy, but is it going to be enough to take it out? Cottony's able to get to the final charge move, but because of Skarmory's typing, I don't think this is going to be enough to take it out. No, Skarmory holds on and takes out the Cottony, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. I believe that was the final one right there. That was the final one. So able to go 5-0 right there with Skarmory, Scrafty, and Vigoroth at Legend rank, which is very cool to see. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about this team and these battles. And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.